Skyrim. It's been a couple of months since 2024 started, and there are already amazing and game-changing mods out there. From immersive mods, environmental changes, and even amazing animations. In today's video, I'll be covering some of my personal top favorite mods of 2024 so far. This is most likely a best mods that were created during the first quarter of 2024. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. We have a couple of UI mods that adds quality of life features into Skyrim even more. First, we have Subtitles. I know what you might be thinking, and yes, it's such a simple mod, but it works wonders. That's because in vanilla Skyrim, when a group of NPCs near you talks, you'll only get a single subtitle. Worst thing is that it can also be overwritten by other NPCs speaking around you, making it annoying reading the subtitles when you need to. However, with this mod installed, you'll be able to have multiple subtitles all at once without them overlapping one another. Overall, a great simple mod worth having. We all know modding Skyrim can be a challenging task. It's where we spend thousands of hours modding, to the point that we mod more than we play. This can cause stress just like our IRL responsibilities, and by saying that, there are times when I feel like I could really benefit from therapy, but it's not always easy to access. For example, when I'm staying in my dorm near school, I'm pretty far away from the main city, where most therapists are located. It can be a real challenge to find the time and means to travel back and forth for appointments, especially with the busy schedule. That's where BetterHelp comes in. This video is sponsored by BetterHelp, an online therapy platform that makes it easier and more convenient to get the support you need. With BetterHelp, you can connect with a licensed therapist from the comfort of your own home or wherever you happen to be. You can have therapy sessions via phone call, video chat, or even messaging if that's what you prefer. BetterHelp has a network of over 30,000 therapists, so you can get matched with someone who specializes in the area you need help with. And if you don't feel like your therapist is the right one, you can easily switch to someone new at no extra cost. It's a great option for anyone who wants to prioritize their mental health but faces barriers to traditional therapy. If you're interested in giving BetterHelp a try, go to betterhelp.com/cappanda or select CapPanda and sign up for a special discount off your first month of therapy. Next, we have Dialogue History, a mod that basically logs all previous conversations you had with NPCs. These conversations are stored in an organized way, either by date or location where the conversation took place. I personally find this a handy feature, especially if you want to reread the dialogue choices you made. Plus, you're able to play back the conversation audio by just clicking on it.
Really? You're certainly forthright about your criminal past.
I personally find it useful, especially for content creation. Now, this video wouldn't be complete without some of the best gameplay mods recently. If you didn't know, there is one problem that a lot of Skyrim players abuse. That's when you are in a fight with an NPC. Standing on top of a rock where they can't reach you makes them vulnerable, and it's impossible for them to hit you. NPCs would just stand still and stare at you while you either hit them with magic or a bow. This also happens when you simply aim at them and they won't have any reaction at all. But with NPCs they cover smarter anti-cheese AI, you can no longer abuse NPCs by doing these, as NPCs will now react when you aim at them as long as they are currently aware of you. However, if you're in an unreachable location, NPCs will now do their best to hide from you, and in case you still can't see them, they will now reposition to a spot where they can hide even more. Take note that NPCs will not only hide but also ambush you as soon as you are on a reachable area. Next, we have Take a Nap, Sleep on Chairs. From the name itself, this mod allows you to sleep on chairs up to 3 hours whenever you want to. You might be thinking if that's it. Well, the mod adds some gameplay features as well. We all know that sleeping on chairs can cause a bit of back pain. And by sleeping on chairs, you'll now receive a back pain debuff for 2 hours that reduces your overall stamina. Plus, for even more immersion, JaySerpa added its own animation when sleeping on a chair. There will also be new NPC dialogue lines whenever an NPC caught you sleeping on a chair. Overall, adds an immersive gameplay feature that I would recommend you guys to try out. Next, we have Simple Beheading NG, a mod that introduces a dynamic decapitation system that works both for players and NPCs. Meaning there are no cutscenes when decapitating an enemy during combat. Usually, other mods that also has decapitation system requires you to undergo a cutscene where you cannot freely move. This mod, however, lets you decapitate on the go, giving that seamless gameplay experience. Lastly, we have Stress and Fear, a dynamic sanity system. As the name suggests, this mod implements an amazing system where your character can develop fear or stress when in combat. Getting hit in combat, well, your character will now build up stress that can affect the way you play, such as stamina and magicka being reduced. And to remove these stress effects, it's best to drink some skooma or any alcohol beverages. Well, there are other ways such as sleeping at a safe location, playing music, and a lot more. Fear, on the other hand, can be developed through battles that you're having difficulties with, such as having low health when fighting a specific enemy type. Take note that fear will only get activated after fighting the same enemy type again, and by defeating them, your fear of them will be gone. I personally find this mod interesting as it makes you look forward to defeating the enemy your character currently fears. Now, of course, we cannot continue further without mentioning some of the best mods that changes Skyrim's players' animations. We have a relatively new mod called Modern First-Person Animation Overhaul. Just like the name of the mod, this mod adds an amazing first-person animations into Skyrim that covers all the weapon types that is currently available. What sets it apart is the smooth transition between attacks. Unlike the vanilla game, where there's a noticeable pause between attacks, this mod ensures seamless and fluid combat. To add another layer of excitement, the mod incorporates a randomized attack feature that makes swinging weapon even more dynamic and unpredictable. But that's not all. Modern first-person animation overall includes exclusive features like special dual-wield attack animations and a unique sneak animation for dual daggers. Another great mod is horse behavior improvements. It's one of those mods that I never thought I need, but right now it's a must-have, as it adds an immersive feature to horse riding that makes the experience much more realistic. For example, when climbing up steep slope, your character will lean forward to avoid falling off, and simply when climbing down, they'll lean back. It's a very simple mod, but it honestly makes a big difference to the overall horse riding experience. It's very lightweight and worth having, so yeah, I recommend you guys to try it out. After years of Skyrim's existence, we finally have a mod that gives us the ability to climb ladders with its own animation. EVGAT Dynamic Climbable Ladder Doors. By utilizing amazing mods such as BOS and EVGAT, this mod seamlessly adds animation whenever you climb ladders. The animation is honestly well made and it's just a lightweight mod that is worth having. Another must-have mod is Dynamic Looting and Harvesting Animations. This mod ensures that whenever you harvest flora, loot NPCs, chests, wardrobe, or barrels, your character will perform an appropriate animation for the task. These animations are unique to each type of object you loot, making the looting experience much more immersive. What I especially love is whenever you pick up a flora, it will show what flora type you are actually picking up. Next on the list, we have Divine Sprayer Animations. This mod introduces unique animations whenever your character offers their prayer to one of the divine gods. Each animation is carefully designed to align with the god you are currently worshipping. This creates a truly immersive experience in my opinion. And my personal favorite is the prayer animation for Talos, which shows a sense of devotion and respect by kneeling and holding the sword. To be honest, I don't know the right words on how to explain what the animation is doing. And this video wouldn't be considered as the best mod so far without having immersion mods. We have animated ships. Skyrim's waterways are now filled with ships that are actually moving. Each city that has a waterway access now feel a lot more bustling with trade. You'll also be allowed to ride on the ship and admire Skyrim's beautiful scenery. Of course, the mod author has shown love to the roads of Skyrim as well. Animated carriage. Well, animated carriage adds carriages that freely roams around Skyrim's roads. Each carriages are unique. Sometimes you might come across an Imperial who is moving gear from one area to another, guards singing, or even civilians just passing by. By the way, you'll also need to download Animated Carriage Additional Route, as this mod further expands the available routes these carriages can go through. Overall, it's an amazing mod that I highly recommend you all to have. In Skyrim, hunters' campsites typically share a monotone appearance, consisting of a basic tent, a sleeping bag, and a campfire. However, with a mod called WizKid Hunter's Camp Overhaul, each hunter's camp is now uniquely designed. The aesthetic of each camp harmonizes with the surrounding region. The mod also incorporates assets from the northern roads, which the author utilized really well. Additionally, the AI of hunters has been enhanced. No longer will they only stay idle, but instead engage in various activities. Oh, and speaking of camps, Diverse Campfires Base Object Swapper is another mod I would recommend. It adds over 30 new campfire variations to Skyrim, making each campfire have a unique appearance. This mod is also compatible with a lot of popular camping mods such as Campfire Complete Camping System and usable unlit campfires, ensuring seamless integration. Next, we have Sky King Signs. This mod offers new meshes and textures to all signs. These includes every inn signs and shop signs found throughout Skyrim, and these signs also sway in the wind, giving that immersive feel. The signs are high quality and the effort making these can be clearly seen. I personally watched Sky King create these on his past live streams, so I can vouch that these are not simple to make. Oh, you'll also probably want to get Sky King unique signs to complete the overhaul on signs that can be found on Skyrim. This mod gives an even more unique design to shops depending on the stores, locations, owners' backstories, and a lot more. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. I have plans to do a lot more of these since we know there's just a ton of mods out there. I'll probably split this video into 4 separate parts, essentially covering 4 quarters of the year. I am doing this to avoid ending up with an overly long video at the end of each year because I know I won't be able to record every single mod. So yeah, if you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a like, and think about subscribing to the channel. Huge thanks go out to all my channel members for their continued support. And thank you everyone who watched this video. So yeah, hopefully catch you all in the next one. Peace out and happy modding.